Hi everyone, today I have the 6th video in my series on one-edge Megminx OLLs, and in this video and the next, I'm going to cover cases with 3 unsolved corners. There are 4 CO groups with 3 corners unsolved, and the first 2 groups are soon and left soon. This video is going to have 10 Algs, 5 for each CO, so it's going to be around twice as long as the usual video. I'm also going to push back the next video to next Thursday instead of next Monday, to keep the usual pace of 10 Algs per week. These Algs are also harder to learn than the previous ones in my opinion, because in the 2 corner groups we had a symmetric case and 2 pairs of cases for a total of 3 sets of Algs, while for these 3 corner groups we have 5 pairs of 2, which is just 5 sets of cases. Nonetheless, I think these Algs are still worth learning, so without further ado, I'm going to get into the cases now. The first way I distinguish between cases in these CO groups is by counting the number of unsolved 1x2s that the OLL has. 2 pairs in these groups will have 3 unsolved 1x2s, while the other 3 pairs will have 2 unsolved 1x2s. And the way I tell the difference between this pair and the next pair with 3 unsolved 1x2s is that this pair has a solved 1x3. And the way I tell the difference between these 2 cases is that for this case, the blocks, the unsolved 1x2s are middle right 1x2s, while here they're middle left. And the Alg for both of these cases are a combination of Megminx OLLs. For this case, you start off with a wide soon, then you do a U, and then you do the 6 move P. For this, you would do a wide left soon, like this, and then do a U2 prime, and do a 6 move P. These are the 2 cases that have 3 unsolved 1x2s, but don't have a solved 1x3, and the way I tell the difference between these 2 cases is that the unsolved blocks in this case are middle right, and the unsolved blocks in this case are middle left. So the Alg for this case is and the Alg for this case is these next 6 cases all have 2 unsolved 1x2s, and the way I tell the difference between these 2 cases and the next 4 is by looking at the solved corners. Here, if you consider this center and edge as a line, then these solved corners are kind of like parallel to this line, whereas in the next 4 cases, the corners are here and here, or here. And in either case, the corners, the line with the corners and the line of the center are kind of perpendicular. And the way I tell the difference between these 2 cases is that this case has middle left blocks and this case has middle right blocks. So I'll start with this case first. The Alg for this is and the Alg for this case is. The way I recognize these next 2 cases is that their solved corners are perpendicular to this center edge line, and their unsolved 1x2s are right next to each other. And the way I tell the difference between these 2 cases is that this case has middle right blocks and this case has middle left blocks. So the Alg for this case is a combination of Megminx OLLs. The first one is a 6 move T, and then you do a U2, and then you do this fish. This Alg is also a combination of Megminx OLLs, where you do this other 6 move T, then you do a U2 prime, and then you do the same fish. The way I recognize these last 2 cases is that their solved corners are perpendicular to this center edge line, but their unsolved 1x2s are 2 faces away from each other instead of 1 face. And the way I tell the difference between these 2 cases is that this case has middle right blocks and this case has middle left blocks. So the Alg for the middle right case is the alg for the middle left case is. Those were the 10 algs for these CO groups. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video on next Thursday.